Greetings, Ani, Bojo, Kwekwe, Tansi, Scano, all greetings in different indigenous dialects. It's Catherine and Brian at Moonstarlodge in tiny Ontario, and we are here with a reading for March 4th to the 10th inclusive. The cards I'm using, the decks, are the same as last week's reading. I like doing the pairs because it seems to build on the energies. We're still in Pisces. It still weighs the truth, and we're getting ready to change soon. The new moon and the next grandmother are coming up, and I'll do a special separate reading on that. It's still my birthday. I'm still celebrating all month, all Pisces and all of March. Just saying. All right. So the decks are the same. A picture will be posted with this reading on the socials, and if you really want to see the card boxes, have a look at the last video. So let's go to the cards, Sir Brian. Snow Eagle, Light of My Life. All right. Five of Swords as a significator. Very interesting. There are a lot of interpretations of this card, and the energies of the Five of Swords build on the Two of Swords, the balanced act of the sword crossing. Historically, it was two knights who had been battling, but they come to peace and cross their swords in equilibrium. In this instance, it's the duality of there is a winner and there is a loser. So who is the winner? The one who grabs as much as they can and flies off, or the one who stands their ground, regardless of what physical objects get taken? This is, in this instance, I'm getting it as more of an internal battle of deciding some sort of decision around what's the lesser of two evils, so to speak. Making one choice versus making another has its goods and its bads. It's the yin and yang. So these are decisions that are only for us to make, and it's a suggestion not to get so caught up in spending a lot of time making the decision. Just as long as the decision that you make is clear. In other words, don't let that decision take you all week, because there's many other opportunities unfolding. Energy goes where attention flows. So, or energy flows where attention goes. So if you spend all your week in this internal struggle, that's where all your energy will go, instead of into other things, other opportunities that pop up. And it's interesting, it's clarified by the Four of Rings, or the Four of Coins, which is a stability. Basically, whatever decision, standing one's ground or taking what one can, the winner, there's the winner-loser aspect to anything. There's stability in it. So don't waste a lot of energy focused on that. The second card here is the Six of Pentacles. It is another give and take. There are givers and there are receivers, and when it's in balance, it's beautiful. Because really what the clarifier says is we're in the position of the Nine of Cups. We really do have everything we need. There is not a need to focus on what we might lose here with the significator. So that's a beautiful, very clear message right there. And back this week is the Three of Swords. And I've pulled out again, glad I went and got the deck, this card, which is the Three of Swords from the Tarot of the Abyss. We get hung up on the heartache and the loss aspect of the Three of Swords. And that's not the only meaning. There's about 25 different meanings, distinct meanings for every different card. give or take. This particular one is again about the releasing of wisdoms. The swords pierce through and get to the information. The Ace of Swords is the beginning, the impetus, the intellectual spark. The 2 is establishing what is the balance with all the options, and the 3 is the release of wisdom. And so that is what this card is referring to here. We've got all this stability, and we have everything we need. So we're using our wisdom and what we have learned. Some of what we have learned may have been from a place of heartache. But again, that's that duality, that yin and yang. We are coming and releasing the wisdom in order to progress with our week. Now, what's interesting here is in releasing the wisdom, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is the passionate. The Queen of Wands is one of the most beautiful, vivacious women in a deck. She is described as the belle of the ball, the one who walks in the room and all heads turn. She's vivacious, she's full of passion and spirit, and that energy is very attractive. We are asked to take on the attributes as we look at the wisdom we are releasing as we move forward through our week. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups can be a bit of a gigolo, but the Knight of Cups brings us a sense of emotional love and acceptance. It might be short-lived, but it's a lovingness that can come externally and also from an internal place. It's finding the love in the passionate expression of who we are this week. So the clarifier here is the canny kind, the pride of the earthly. So this is another dragon that has a wit and a discernment about our earthly walk, and so will keep us from getting unbalanced by fantasy that the knight could bring into play. It's followed by the Queen of Wands. And here she is again. So there's the Queen of Wands. Obviously the Queen of Wands is a dominant player in our week. She's again bringing us an energy and an excitement and a not sweating the small stuff aspect of where our passionate spirit-infused direction is taking us. So there are no problems, there's only challenges. The Rainbow Dragon clarifies the Queen of Wands here, and it's the Rainbow Dragon brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. What a perfect card to clarify this Queen. It's followed by the Magician. And the Magician is historically an evolving character. He can be the sleight of hand trickster artist standing on the corner of the street trying to get your money out of you. He can be a manipulator. He could be in a carnival, but he's evolved as times have evolved into the one who brings all the elements together: earth, air, fire, water, and in some decks even spirit. So he's the manifester. He's able to bring forward change. And so what the clarifier here, this crow carrying a rose, is freedom. We are our own magician. We contain the spiritual magic that's very much spoken of in this entire reading, to have absolutely any kind of life we want. We have to let the ego shut up. It's like a tantrum filled child distracting us, not wanting us to move forward because it's scared. But the ego shouldn't be dominant. And here finally is the Queen of Swords. So we've got the Queen of Wands twice and the Queen of Swords. And last week we had the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay. So the Queen of Swords suffers no fools, gives us the clarity to cut through what is garbage information, cut through anything that no longer serves us. She can be a tad cranky and ruthless in her negative form, but she's upright here. And so she is kind of like the mature icing on the cake, because the Queen of Swords is often a mature woman. And she's clarified by Hercules and strength. This is a constellation. Strength means physical power, of course, but it's in the old Thoth idea. It's life force. It is mustering our life force and having the strength and commitment to follow through no matter what. So don't be put off by these cards this week. It's quite the opposite. It's everything we need to move us forward. You can flip the camera, honey. So another powerful week as we inch into this new moon and we inch into the full moon and spring. Fabulous, fabulous week. And I thank you for staying through to the end. I thank you for supporting us. It's been touch and go whether we would continue things this winter because I've been ill. But give us a like, share this video with your friends. That really helps us. Even more, subscribe, and if you can, send me a birthday coffee. I welcome that. Blessings. Aho. Peace.